Welcome back to this lecture. Now before we go ahead and prepare our third chart, that is for the cash flow, sales, collection, payment and OCF, let's apply the same logic as we did here for the axis. So we don't need axis names everywhere in all these three charts, since this is a part of same visualization, and the logic behind this entire visualization is that we are showing 5 products performances for entire year. So we don't need this repeated axis. So let's select the axis, go to labels and let's select none. Similarly for this chart, go to labels and select none. Now this looks a little bit cleaner, and later on we can also change the colors if the numbers are negative. So I'm going to show that when I change the numbers, and I'm going to show you how entire visualization is affected due to that, and let's do that later. I'm going to show that how to change the color if the number is negative. For example, if there's a net loss or gross loss and this bar will go down, the color should change conditionally. So I'm going to show that when we are done with all these visualizations, but before the dashboard preparation. So now for the next chart, we're going to use this data, right? So let's do that. So first we're going to use these 3 data only, these 3 rows: sales, collection and payments. So let's select that, go to insert, and again 2D cluster column chart. Let's keep it here for now. And here we need to select this BL line as well. So I'll show you why we need that in a moment, as I promised before. Let's keep it down here so we have some more room. And the first step would be select data and get rid of OCF. We don't need that. We're going to plot it in a separate column chart. Click OK. Now here the sales is the highest column, that is highest value, because it is a sales. You cannot collect more than the sales value itself. So, and also we need to show these 2 values, that is collection and payments, in a same bar, part of the same bar. And we know how to do that, that is move these payments to the secondary axis. So let's do that. So format data series, secondary axis like this. And also we need to change the axis levels, that is the values. So let's keep it 120. And before we change anything else, let's do the sales bar. So if you remember, in the completed dashboard, this bar was covering these 2 bars. Now it is not possible with the traditional technique of moving this particular column to the secondary axis, because we only have one axis on the primary and one on the secondary. So the third we cannot bring in. So to achieve that, we need to select this particular chart or select this particular series like this and go to change chart type. And here, if you see, for the sales we need to choose line chart like this, and for the BL line we need to select again same chart type, that is line, and click OK. Now as you can see, we have line blue and also one line here, which is the BL, the bottom line. That is a temporary support data only. We're gonna hide it later on. Now the first thing we're gonna do is select this series like this and go to this plus sign here and choose this up down arrow bar like this, right? Now again select the series and go to this option, that is series option, and increase the width. Let's make it a little bit thicker because you're going to cover the both series as well. And let's get rid of this line, so no line. Similarly, go to format and select the BL series and no line. Now this is covering the collection and payments. So we need to select this particular bars, this is up down bar, and reduce the transparency like this. Now the data is visible, and the border, we don't want any border, so let's select no border. And for selecting the collection and payment, we need to use this format option here and select collection, and let's change the fill color to green like this, and also increase the width of it. And for the payment, similarly select payments and let's give it a pink color like this, and let's make it thinner. Now again, we can choose this particular series and increase the thickness of this sales up down arrow. So to do that, we need to select the series, not the up down arrow. So go back to format, and we don't have to select this because this won't help us and increase the width. We need to select the sales series like this, go to series option, and you can still increase the width like this. Now it looks better. And now we need to remove the grid lines like this. We need to bring the legends up, so let's put it on top and put it on the side, and the chart title to the right. Let's give chart title later. Select the entire chart, no shape fill, no shape outline. And here we don't need this BL legend, so double click on this BL and press delete. Now select the entire chart like this, go to home and give Lato font, bold and black. And now we don't need the axis, so delete them. Okay. Now the reason I'm not adding the data labels because this figure can change, like this particular cash flow can go negative as well and positive as well. So it depends on the cash flow performance in the month. So if I put data labels, it might hide behind each other. So that's the reason we need to keep this particular visual as it is and visually see how overall cash flow is performing, or that is sales, collection and payments. Now let's prepare our second chart, which will show the highest OCF and lowest OCF and entire OCF performance throughout the year. Thank you so much for watching. In the next lecture, we're going to prepare the OCF performance chart, which will be supplement to this particular chart, and we're going to be using highest OCF, that is max OCF and min OCF series along with the OCF. So let's do that in the next lecture. If you have any question in building this chart, which is a little bit advanced, if you have any questions, please let me know in the Q&A section below and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next lecture.